Welcome back to The Game Show. I'm your host, Colin McLeod. Let's meet the contestants. First, we have Will Kelly.
Hi.
Next, we have Toby Moore.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Third, we have Nick Stade.
Konnichiwa!
Fourth, we have Stefan Wagner.
Ni hao.
And fifth, we have Stella Payne.
Hi.
Now, the rules for the first round will be simple. I will read a question and 4 answers. Once I'm done reading the answers, the contestants will hold up their buzz signs, and whichever one I see first, I will say the name, and they will get to answer the question. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let us begin. What are hormones? Are they A, nerve receptors, B, virus-killing cells, C, chemical messengers, or D, a breed of fish? Will?
Chemical messengers, C.
C, chemical messengers? That is correct. You will be moving on to the next round.
Bye.
Next question. What does TBI stand for? A, tactical body incision, B, traumatic brain injury, C, total body info scan, or D, turtle bite infection? Toby?
B.
B, traumatic brain injury?
Yes.
That is correct.
I called it first.
You will be moving on to the next round.
The system's rigged. This game is rigged.
Third question. What is the amygdala? Is it A, an almond-shaped part of the brain, B, a noodle-shaped part of the brain, C, a chain of receptors in the nervous system, or D, a breakfast store? Nick?
C.
C, a chain of receptors in the nervous system?
Yes.
That is incorrect. Stefan, you have a chance to answer. Stefan?
A.
A, an almond-shaped part of the brain?
Yes.
That is correct. You will be moving on to the next round. Question 4. Who studies the physical aspect of emotions? Is it A, emotionologists, B, brainologists, C, psychophysiologists, or D, no one? Nick?
C.
C, psychophysiologists?
Yes.
That is correct. You will be
Are you
moving on to
kidding
the
me?
next round.
Damn, boy.
Yeah,
Stella,
goodbye.
I'm sorry, but you will not be moving on to the next round. We'll catch you next for the next segment of The Game Show. Welcome back to The Game Show. I'm your host, Colin McLeod, and this is the Board of Emotions. So, for the second round, I will be putting specific hormones up in this box here. Our contestants will then come on with their discs that say their names and put it on which emotions they think the hormone triggers. The first 3 hormones will trigger 3 different emotions, next 2 different emotions, and finally 1 different emotion. They will gain more points depending on how many emotions each hormone triggers. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's begin. Our first hormone is estrogen. So, Will, which emotion do you think this triggers? Confusion? Okay. Toby, which emotion do you think this triggers? Anxiety?
Yes.
Perfect. Stefan, which emotion do you think this triggers? Fear? Great. Nick, which emotion do you think this triggers? Love? Amazing. The correct answers were anxiety,
And look.
anger, and confusion. So Will and Toby will both gain a point. The next hormone is epinephrine. So, Will,
Oh.
which emotion do you think this triggers? Calm? Perfect. Toby, which emotion do you think this triggers? Happy? Great. Stefan, which emotion do you think this triggers? Stress? Amazing. And Nick, which emotion do you think this triggers? Alert. Okay. The correct answers were fear, anger, and amusement.
Why is adrenaline?
Actually, it's epinephrine. The next hormone is serotonin. So, Will, which emotion do you think calm? Toby. Happy. Sad. And Nick says love. Well, the correct answers were happy, energetic, and calm. So Will and Toby will both attain points. The next hormone will only trigger 2 different emotions. So players who get this one correct will earn 2 points apiece. The next hormone is norepinephrine. Will?
This one.
Alert. Toby? Stress. Stefan? Anxiety. And Nick? I'm sorry, Nick, but you cannot put it on alert because Will already has his there. Anger. I guess someone's
Angry.
angry. The correct answers were alert and stress. So Toby and Will both be awarded. The next hormone is acetylcholine. Will? Love. Toby? Sadness. Nick? Anxiety. And Stefan? Calm. The correct answers were anxiety, and sadness. So Toby and Nick will both be awarded points. The last 3 hormones will only trigger 1 emotion each, so each of them will be worth 3 points. The next hormone is dopamine. Will? Stefan? The next hormone is progesterone. Will? Amusement. Love. Stefan. Energetic. The correct answer was anxiety. And now is the final hormone. This hormone will be worth 5 points because it is the last one. The next hormone is
I think we all know what that is.
oxytocin.
Really?
Will?
Go up.
Will? Toby?
Come on. That's so. This is rigged.
Toby? It's not that hard. Stefan? Anger? And Nick? Nick?
Word of Nick's
The correct answer was love.
See? I knew it!
So Will be awarded the points.
Wait, how many points?
Now, unfortunately, this means that Stefan will not be moving on
Get out of here, Stefan!
to the next round.
How many points?
Thank you. Join us after the break. Welcome back to the next segment of The Game Show. I'm your host, Colin McLeod, and these are the 3 remaining contestants. Now, for the third round, it will be incredibly similar to the first round, except each question that we ask, they will have to fill in 2 answers instead of 1. Are you ready? No?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, let's go.
let's begin.
My emotions are going crazy.
TBI, or traumatic brain injury, patients don't feel as blank towards things as most people and experience mood blank. A. Emotional swings. B. Connected swings. C. Emotional failure. Will?
A. Emotional swings.
TBI patients don't feel as emotional towards things as most people and experience mood swings. That is incorrect. Nick?
B.
B.
I mean,
TBI patients don't feel as connected towards things as most people and experience mood swings.
yes.
That is correct. You will be moving on to the next round.
See ya.
Okay. Now, one of these 2 lucky people will be moving on to the final round, and one of them will be going home. We experience physical blank if the emotions are experienced over a blank period of time. A. Slowness, short. B. Failure, normal. C. Problems, long. Toby?
C.
C. We experience physical problems if the emotions are experienced over a long period of time. That is correct.
I was asking you to repeat the question.
Which means that Will not be moving on to the next round. Catch us for the final segment of The Game Show. Welcome back to the 4th segment of The Game Show. I'm your host, Colin McLeod. There are 2 remaining contestants, Nick Stade and Toby Moore. Now, for this 4th round, it will be similar to the second round. Each contestant will come up and put on which one they think follows. Except instead of hormones, there will be an organ. One of these emotions affects that organ if experienced over a long period of time. Their goal will be to guess which emotion affects that organ. They will each get 2 tries. Let's bring them up.
No try.
The first organ is kidneys. So Nick, please come and put your first dot on. Which emotion do you think affects the kidneys if experienced over a long period of time? Please come up and put your first one on.
This is stressful.
Stress. Nick? Fear. Toby? Anger. The correct answer was fear. So, Nick Stade will be awarded 5 points. The next organ is the stomach. Nick, please come up and put your dot on. Sadness. Stress. Anxiety. And energetic. The correct answer is anxiety. So Nicholas Stade will be awarded 4 points. The next organ is lungs. So Nick, which emotion do you think triggers the lungs?
Maybe you'll be breathing a lot. I don't know.
Energetic. Toby? Sadness. Nick? Amusement. And anger. And the correct answer is sadness. So Toby will be awarded 3 points. And the next organ is the liver. So Nick, which emotion do you think triggers the liver?
Did we already get stressed?
I don't know. Did we?
I'm sure. No, it was fear,
I have no idea.
anxiety, and sadness.
Some deep thinking going on.
What's thinking?
That's a good question. Stress. Fear, anger,
Bleach.
confusion maybe. You cannot put on one that already has it. Confusion maybe? It looks like you're looking for an answer. So maybe you're confused.
I have 3.
Which one would you like to put it on, Toby? Which one would you like to put it on, Toby? I'm sorry, but you can't put it there. Please hurry, we have
Amusement!
the rest of the game to get to.
Confusion! Choose confusion! Choose confusion!
The audience
It's totally
seems
the
to be
right
willing you to choose confusion.
answer. It's totally the right answer!
What should I choose?
Confusion.
Stress?
Confusion!
It's confusion.
Energetic! The correct answer was
Stress!
anger! So Nick will be awarded 2 points. The next organ is the heart and brain. So Nick, which emotion do you think triggers the heart and brain? Amusement. Confusion. Energetic. And Toby. Stress. The correct answer is stress. So Toby will be awarded 1 point. That's it for this round. We'll see you at the awards ceremony. Welcome to the final segment of The Game Show. I'm your host, Colin McLeod, and these were our 5 contestants for this evening. Now, unfortunately, Stella got dead last. Stefan managed to sink 4th place. Will attained 3rd. Now, Toby got 2nd place.
Peace!
So he gets this You Tried box of chocolate circles. Now, for our grand victor, Nick Stade, we have this big bag of chocolate circles. Thank you, and tune in next time for The Game Show.
Yeah!